serious. Stand by. Light blinks. Attendant running down to the back of the barriers at the last moment. Starter John Waslin holds them there. Light still is on. The 16 stand. He holds them up. Movement coming from one of the stalls. I think they're right to go now. Should be off shortly. Continues to hold them. Black Aura runs favourite. Racing on this occasion, Bayzid, Jazz Session, Desert Whisper flew the gates. Away quickly from Whiteout, Rich & Co. Driving forward now, Divine Belief, Son of the Boss, hustling through as well soon after. Then Timeless Gem, Jazz Session forced to go back, All Play wider out. They're followed further back by Rocking Gem going up, not getting a lot of room in the middle, but is next. Followed after a length, Black Aura, round the outside, Sinful Living. Further back, Keep It a Mystery. In the back half of the field, Valsacina getting up inside of Brave Strike. Chirino well back and Prospector's pick at the 400 metre mark. They come to the turn. The fleet-footed Desert Whisper leads for the judge, a length and a half clear. Rich & Co. Divine Belief well placed third. Then came Son of the Boss, followed further back Rocking Gem. Pike's going right up near the inside with Black Aura at the 150. Desert Whisper's the leader. Look at the run Black Aura's got. Scraping Duelas, dashes through, hits the lead. Oh, he saved his absolute best for the last. Wonderful win, brilliant ride. Black Aura won from Keep It a Mystery here on the outside, charging in behind them also, finishing off hard. Prospector's pick there with Valsacina, Desert Whisper, and right behind those next of all, Timeless Gem, Divine Belief, Son of the Boss, followed by Brave Strike, Jazz Session, then further back Chirino. They were followed home by All Play, who's back there in company with Rich & Co, Rocking Gem, and amongst the last of them in the final event for the day is when they pulled up Bayzid. Wow. Some ride, some performance. Desperate to boot home a winner on this Group 1 day. It hasn't been the Wizard's afternoon until he absolutely delivered the perfect ride to win the last event of the day. Black Aura, number 10, 6 Keep It a Mystery, second. Third, 3 in that photo, Desert Whisper, who paddled up late. Timeless Gem was fourth. Divine Belief was fifth in 58.05. 58.05 here. Last on the card, 2 lengths, 3/4. Turning for home. He was back following Divine Belief. He saw a run over towards the inside. He had to go back inside of Desert Whisper and get in front of Timeless Gem. And when he did, the run was there. Black Aura capitalised upon that, and she dashed away with a striking victory, opening up and running home in 34.23, and just a brilliantly judged ride there by Willie Pike to take out the last. Black Aura has been in wonderful form, a playing God mare. He signed a double today here, the dual winner of a Northerly himself on the racetrack, and significantly stamps 2 winners this afternoon. Black Aura raced by M. Rullo, C. Burrows, A. Pilgrim, D. Spectre, M.F. Rullo, J. Whitcomb, P.J. Rullo, D. Gira, A.J. Whitcomb, J. Rullo and R. McCaffrey out of Ortessa, and has now won 6 of its 14. Something to watch there in the last. The acceleration, the turn of foot, the dash that she showed to haul them in. And Keep It a Mystery catching the eye with a big barnstorming effort to grab second, with the tiring Desert Whisper clinging on for third in front of Timeless Gem. Okay, let's go downstairs now. Lockie is about to join us in the winner's enclosure for the last time today. And the Wizard has saved his absolute best for the final event on the program.
What a ride, Darren. Black Aura up along the inside like we've seen so many times before from the Wizard, especially in the last of the day. Some winner was Jason Miller, representing the Adam Durant yard here this afternoon, and Ascot is just catching up with a host of very, very happy connections after their mare. Their 4-year-old mare has now won for the 6th time. I'll grab Jace for a word after the win of Black Aura, because that was just a barnstorming finish. Jace, congratulations on the win. Did you feel like she had a win like that in her? I know she's finished extremely well in the past, but that looked to be a new level.
Oh, yeah, it was a really good level. I think 3 or 4 starts ago when she won and ran home in 32, just under 33. No, the writing was on the wall then, and yeah, look, she's exciting when she lets down, and all the gaps come at the right time, and Pikey always wins the last.
Yourself and Adam know the family oh so well. Do you feel like she has the ability to be able to go to that black type level over this type of short course?
Oh, absolutely on that. That's a performance like that's black type level every day of the week.
She's a 5-time winner now at the 1,000, but she's also stretched to 12 with reasonable success. What do you feel like is her best trip in your opinion?
Yeah, look, I wouldn't be against maybe 12, maybe. Yeah, look, if you're winning over 1,000 and you've won 5, well, don't change a good thing.
How about these owners? They just absolutely adore this mare. She's only a 4-year-old, still lightly raced. She's given them a hell of a good time.
Look, good bunch of people, very passionate, love their horse, and that's what it's all about, and it makes our job easy.
Pike does it again in the last. Well done.
Yeah, he doesn't do it that often, does he?
There's Jason Miller representing the Adam Durant yard. Willie Pike is just making things official with Chief Steward Brad Lewis. But here he is with Scotty.
Willie joins us now. Black Aura, hasn't this mare come of age?
Yeah, she's done a very good job. Hasn't put a bad run in this entire prep. Previously, you didn't get many runs out of her, and this time around, she's doing a great job for us.
Surely these get-back sprinting types are the most exciting to ride.
No, it is when you get through, but last start I was a little held up and a little unlucky, so this time it was good.
All right, let's do it. You know what I'm going to ask? King of Light?
Didn't handle the pressure of the big horses. Yeah, I'm upset. I'll pick the wrong one.
Congratulations on the last one done.
Yes.
There's Willie Pike. It's been a tough day for Willie in the saddle, but he still goes home a winner after the win of Black Aura. And what a win it was, Scotty. We'll touch upon the run of King of Light in a few moments' time, but that is some win, and Ascot erupted when he found that gap at the 200-metre mark.
Certainly did. Punters in the last here, locally, nationally, all thinking about Pike in the last, but as you can sense there from Willie Pike, that was not even a consolation. He came here with one objective, and that was to win the Group 1, and unfortunately for him, things just didn't go to plan today, and King of Light was, well, in his eyes, in everybody's eyes, bitterly disappointing.
But we'll touch upon the winner first, Cosmic Crusader. He takes out the Tab Touch Northerly Stakes, his first ever Group 1. First Group 1 for Michael Grantham, second for Clint Johnson-Porter. Tess, he has just continued to furnish over the last 6 months. He was a big raw baby, even throughout the Belmont season when he was dominating proceedings, but he has just continued to improve and improve and improve, and that's what we saw today.
Oh, exactly right. He's come back a better horse. Those slightly knockbacks have helped him for it as well, being able to get that confidence. And when you see CJP able to wind up and get the job done, it's very exciting, isn't it?
We'll go back and have a look at the replay of the Northerly. I know I went through it with Michael Grantham, and he was just absolutely ecstatic with the ride of Clint Johnson-Porter aboard Cosmic Crusader. But let's dig a little bit deeper in terms of the beat brigade, because as Willie Pike said, not a lot went right for King of Light, but he was very critical in the way that he wasn't able to handle the pressure, Scotty, which surprised me. I thought he was very unlucky at a key stage.
Well, exactly right, Lockie. It'll be interesting to see, in fact, in front of our eyes here, because I think down the back straight they will change to a head-on type shot, and you can actually see when Willie Pike and King of Light get completely flushed by Sentimental Hero. It looks as though Craig Newitt had his hands full with that galloper and just came out underneath Willie's neck, and you could see the 3-year-old get shunted out deep. So let's make that our focus. You can see there as they spread out the first 4, first 5, they were going really quick. We heard Freddie Kersley was going to be decisive early. He was either going forward or he was going back, and he did exactly that on Osipenko and rolled them along at a really good tempo. But then we have that second lot of horses that are in there, and Cosmic Crusader is one of them. But the focus that we want to have is on Willie Pike there, on King of Light. So Sentimental Hero in the all-yellow of Andrew Ingles colours, Peter Fernie there, is just on his inside, and I think it's about at this stage now, you can see that for whatever reason Sentimental Hero comes out sideways here, And there, he gets flushed so far from home, Willie Pike and King of Light. And from that point onwards, he doesn't get back in. So all of a sudden, he might be on the back of Cosmic Crusader, but he's no longer happy.
And he was just never able to get any type of momentum into the corner. And whilst he's a horse that appreciates galloping room, it just appeared that at that point of the race, it completely put him off his game. And our attention now turns to Watch Me Rock. What a ride from Nasrullah on the back of Cosmic Crusader coming into the corner, Scotty. And what a race it was. At the top of the straight, you could see Cosmic Crusader looming into the race. And how about Watch Me Rock? They just went head and head over the final 100.
Well, reading between the lines, I think that's probably the reason that Sentimental Hero came out, Lockie, was because Nasrullah was already starting to edge his way away from the inside, and he just knew he had to get into the clear here. Look, it looked like with 2 strides to go, Watch Me Rock was going to grab him, but to Cosmic Crusader's credit, it's almost like the horse felt him on his outside, felt that pressure, and found another gear. Those last 2 strides, he was able to hold him off. And look at the jubilation there, Clint Johnston-Porter. He is just enjoying and thriving in the moment.
He's such a down-to-earth person, Tess, as is Michael Grantham, and they're both so good with their time. In particular, Michael Grantham, he's always open with his horses, and for a man that grew up in a racing family, he grew up down the road here at Ascot riding bikes, pretending to be a jockey. He then became a jockey, he went to the trots, now a Group 1 winning trainer. What a special story for him.
It's amazing. I remember him as an apprentice up in Carnarvon on the dirt tracks. He had big braces as well. He's trained tracks out there, and he's often beaten, and he'd come back in, big smiles. And to see him come through, and like you say, fantastic. It's a fantastic result. And what he did touch on in that interview with you post-race leading into the last, he said, I don't want to say it's another race, but I won't change. And that's key to me, I think. And that sums up Michael Grantham. Same with Clint Johnston-Porter as well. They're such down-to-earth people. And for CJP as well, the sentiments after his grandfather unfortunately passing last night, it's amazing. You get goosebumps even thinking about it now.
And I loved when Michael mentioned to me the influence that his mother has had on his career, not only throughout his whole life, obviously, but in particular the way that she's been able to help his training career ever since he started 3, 4, 5 years ago, and she still plays such an important role today.
Oh, exactly right. She's always on the road as well, when Michael's sometimes at home now being a dad as well, and it's a fantastic family affair. You even look at his father, Michael Grantham. He's driven trucks for his old man all around WA as well. So before he was training, post his jockey career, he was in the truck transporting horses for their company, and now with his mum, as you said, to be his right-hand woman, it's amazing.
And now Michael's training for one of the biggest names in racing. How about the other feel-good stories of today, Scotty? Auto Cruise, that was some win for Holly Taylor.
Well, anybody that's watching on Channel 7 at the moment, 7.2 locally here in Perth, they'll be actually familiar with some of those adverts that she's in, because if you don't know the backstory, Holly's fighting her way through MS.
Yep.
So she's now an MS ambassador, does a wonderful job, not just training these horses, but still running ultra marathons, not just your classic marathon, but she does them through the hills and on the dirt. She's a wonderful ambassador for obviously a really good cause, and she's got a long battle ahead for her personally, but for her to get a winner like that and a horse like that in Auto Cruise is what gets you up every morning.
She's only got a small team. Put aside the fact that she's an incredibly inspirational woman, she can flat out train, Scott.
Oh, she can. Clint Johnston-Porter's had a day out in that circumstance. He got Auto Cruise home. There's plenty more wins there today. That feature race was for the locally bred horses, and a number of first-time owners in that horse as well who are on the ride of their lifetime now with that mare. She's had 5 starts. She's finished in the top 2 every single time, and they can get excited about what the future holds for her. But she also must have something to say about Bob Peters and the breeding operation that he's got. Cosmic Crusader, I know how Bob operates. On Sunday mornings is when he does his work. He goes into his office. He'll be enjoying Cosmic Crusader tonight and then thinking to himself, well, he's too highly rated now to go to the Perth Cup, so I got to get more points on the Forever Boy. I need more points on Stormageddon. I'll go on to the Van Heeps with Diamond Scene. What about if Cosmic Crusader in 2 weeks' time fronted up again in the Van Heeps at 2100? It's almost a free swing now. Why not?
Exactly right, and you learn if he can run out 2100. Unlikely, as you said, en route to a Perth Cup, but he is just an aerobic beast. And for Bob, a few years ago, he was rated not only as the leading breeder here in Perth, not just the leading breeder in Australia, worldwide, he was recognised as a top 10 breeder in the whole world. It is just a remarkable operation that he has got.
It certainly has, and it's built up over so many generations. You know, we see some of these mares now. You see there one today out of Neverland, and we've seen Galaxy Stars progeny, Arcadia Queens now at stud, Perfect Reflection. It's like a who's who of the top liners of the last 10 years are now all producing their own into the future. Can I also give a special shout out today and a bit of a mention to these flies, Lockie, because I swallowed one, Tessa swallowed one. They're trying to get in and amongst the eye sockets at the moment. They are a nightmare, but you have to fight through them.
Unfortunately, I'm working with two unprofessional people here this afternoon, but next week I'm sure I'll swallow on and join the club. But what a day it's been. Hats off to Clint Johnson-Porter, Michael Grantham, the whole Peters Investments team and Cosmic Crusader. What a win it was in the Group 1 Northerly Stakes. That is the story of the day, and that's all we have time for here on 7-2. Thank you so much for joining us on day 4 of the Pinnacles. It's good night from myself, Tess and Scott.